Welcome. In this video we are going to see transistor series voltage regulator simulation. You can look at the transistor series voltage regulator circuit diagram here. Okay, so we are having a transistor, Zener diode and resistors and a variable resistor and a voltmeter to measure and input regulated power supply. So we are going to make this circuit diagram and we are going to select NPN transistor of 2N3904. How to select this? Go to component and go to NPN transistor. Okay, and you can fix and you can select this. Okay, and then select a Zener diode. Okay, go to component and select Zener. Okay, you will get a Zener diode. Okay, and place it over here and select a voltage source. Okay, go to voltage and select the voltage source and place it over here. Okay, and you can select the resistor and place it over here. So here in this voltage series regulator, the circuit diagram is very typical as we had seen in the previous circuits, like analysis of common emitter amplifier, and it is easy to pick and place all the components. The one thing we have to note down here is in load regulation, I am going to show an example of how to show the load regulation. Okay, so in drain regulation, what we have to do, we have to fix the RL as constant 1 kilo ohm, and we have to change the input voltage and we have to measure the output voltage here, right? So let us see the line regulation simulation first. Go to run. Okay. Okay. So here you can see here for input voltage 16 volt. So the regulated voltage is 15.2 voltage we are getting here. Okay, go to run, click DC sweep and select voltage V1 and go to linear type of sweep and start the values from 0 and stop the values till 20 voltage. So in the increment of 2 volt. Okay, you can connect it. You are getting a graph like this, right? So this is the input voltage: 0 volt, 2 volt, 4 volt, 6 volt, 8 volt, 10 volt, and this is a typical input voltage. Now you measure the output voltage. Okay, you can see how it is varying. Okay, by keeping this as constant, that is, which one as constant here, RL, that is load resistance, as 1 kilo ohm here. Okay, so we can also vary the voltage. Okay, so this is what line regulation. So it is getting linear rise. Okay, and it is going to get stable at nearly 19 voltage. It is going to get stable. Okay, so here you can see this. Okay, nearly 19 voltage it is going to get stable. This is for line regulation, and similarly if we want to do the load regulation. Okay, now we cut this and we'll perform the load regulation. Cut this. So now you can look at here. So here I had changed the resistance values to nearly 500k and I had changed the voltage from V10 to 100 volt in the steps of 10 volt. Okay, so and then again you can run. Okay, by increasing the voltage, this regulator, so it is getting regulated nearly at 45 volt here. Okay, so it is going to get a constant value nearly at 45 voltage. Okay, So we can change the resistor value and we can see how the regulated output is getting varied. I am going to change this as a 100K and I am going to simulate it and going to see this. Okay, so nearly for 100K, so it is the maximum voltage is getting regulated over 80, that is 70 approximately. Okay, so this is about line regulation. Let us see how to do the load regulation. Okay, for load regulation, we are going to fix this as input voltage as a constant voltage. For example, we are going to do it as a 16 volt, for example. Input voltage as a constant volt. And now what we have to do is we have to make this as a variable resistance. Okay, then only load regulation is plotted between load resistance and the output voltage, right, for a constant input voltage. For this, what we have to do, click this .op file, okay, give dot and set up the parameters. Which parameter here? R2 is a load resistor here, R2. 1 to, I am going to vary till 10 kilo ohms, okay, in the steps of 1K, okay, 1 kilo ohm to 10 kilo ohm in the steps of 1K, okay, and click OK. Get like this. Okay, you can now look at the difference. Okay, in the x-axis we had changed the value as a resistors 1K, 2K up to 9K. In the increments of 1K up to 10K we are going to vary. So for load regulation, what we have to do, we have to change the load resistance. So that is what we had did here. We had going to sweep the load resistance from 1K to 10K. For keeping the input voltage as 16 volt, now I am going to measure the output voltage. So output voltage is measured between load resistance, right? So I am going to keep my voltmeter over here. Okay. You can see for 16 volt I am giving approximately where do I am getting the regulated voltage, nearly 11.5 voltage I am getting. Okay. So this is how we have to do the regulator experiment using LTSPICE. So we are doing this in two methods. One is doing line regulation and another one is load regulation. Okay. Thank you for watching.